Heidi, is everything all right?
What, are you gonna call me fat now too? It just so happens I'm a vegan, which means it's difficult for me to get enough protein so my body doesn't burn fat, it burns muscle, which makes it look like I'm fat, but I'm actually way healthier than any of you.
Heidi.
Shout out to South Park, all right? I grew up watching that show. I love it. Let me know if you guys, some of you guys have been watching it or have watched it in the past or not. But, ladies, that's not how your body's supposed to work. Okay? That is not how it's supposed to work. I got a pimple or zit or something on my forehead. Oh, well. That was pretty funny, though, what she said, right? But okay, ladies, here's the thing. I'm going to try to briefly give you guys some fitness advice on this video. Okay? And I'm already going to let you guys know, disclaimer, that this is not going to be easy. My advice I'm giving you guys is it is not easy. None of my advice is easy. I tell men to level up, which is not easy, and men don't want to do that. They want to take quick fixes. I tell ladies to keep your legs closed, which is not easy. Why? Because there's a lot of distractions out here, and it's easy for you to get sidetracked, right? But don't tell me I didn't come in here and give you solutions, because at the end of the day, take it or not, that's up to you, but I'm still giving you the advice. So here we go. The number one thing you have to realize is that the fitness industry is nothing but scammers, and same with the medical field. Now, there are a lot of doctors out there, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of doctors out there who are actually giving you free, solid, good advice. But most of these doctors don't. And the reason behind it is simple. Money. These pharmaceutical companies and these doctors and these hospitals are leveraging your disease. Let that sink in for a second. Whatever disease that you have, eating disorder, obesity, thyroid, whatever it is that you guys like to throw out usually for the excuse or reason for you not to be able to lose weight, or something more severe, right? Like cancer. I firmly believe there's cancer cures out there, but you guys can say that that's a conspiracy, right? So we're not going to go in there. But there's other type of diseases that's preventable, and it's proven that is preventable. You can prevent it, but they still lead you down a path that is completely destructive to your body, just so that this disease is not cured from you 100%, and you have to keep going back to them and keep buying their medicines and keep giving them money for visiting them. This is nothing but a scam set up. This is what the medical field is so freaking expensive. But in America, we still have the best medical care system in the entire world, in my opinion. Right? I've come from a third world country. Those doctors, the medical system is completely crap compared to what we have now. So it's a trade-off, right? There's always a trade-off with everything in life. Pick your poison kind of a deal. And the number one thing none of these doctors will ever tell you, and the reason behind that is also very simple, I'll get to that in a little bit, is that carbs and sugar, any form of sugar, let it be even from fruits, are not good for you. And your body does not need carbs to burn fuel and to keep working properly. But the reason why they will not tell you that is because the sugar industry, ooh, that's probably a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Quick Trip gas stations, Come and Go gas stations, other source of gas stations that you can think of, run solely on their sugar products, which are what? Which are your sodas, soft drinks. They don't run on their gas. That's another secret for you guys. I told you, Red Pill is not about just dating women and chicks and hoes and this and that. It's about every aspect of your life. And that's why I'm talking about this thing. You guys have requested a lot of videos, and this is a lot more in depth than what I'll be talking about in just one short video. But I only have so much time. This requires a whole freaking live stream, but we'll get to that later if we have the time. But anyways, with sodas, soft drinks is how these gas stations make money, because that's how cheap it is for them to buy sugar and to turn it around and get a huge profit. That's why the medical industry will never tell you to stop eating carbs and sugar, because they're going to lose their business overnight. Pharmaceutical companies are going to lose business because you're not going to be sick enough to keep going to them and buying their medicines, and doctors are going to lose business because they pair up with the hospital pairs up with the pharmaceutical and the insurance companies. It's nothing but a whole Ponzi scam, right? Or Pansy scam. Is it Ponzi or Pansy? I can't remember the word. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So here's the thing. As I just said, your body does not need carbs to run properly. Why? Because there's two types of fuel your body can run on: glucose and ketones. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna be talking about ketogenic diet, because I've been on pretty much every single diet you can think of, and my body has never been better than now when I'm on keto diet for the past, I don't know, 6 months, 5 months, something like that. But it is not going to happen to you overnight. You cannot just overnight drop all your carbs and fruits and sugar and start being on the ketogenic diet. You have to slowly take baby steps towards it. Otherwise, you're going to quit this diet, I promise you. Over the past few years, I've been slowly reducing my carbs and uptaking my fats. I've even reduced my protein and started uptaking my fats, and I'll talk about it in a little bit, because your body doesn't need as much protein as you think it does. So that balanced it out, and finally I was able to cut all carbs out eventually after slowly reducing it. I don't even eat fruits now because they have sugar in it. Sure, I take cheat meals here and there, but that's just a cheat meal, just a small amount of something sugary or junk food, and I hop right back into keto. Look into that. There's a YouTube channel called Dr. Eric Berg. That's your go-to guy if you want to learn more about keto and this diet. This diet is mainly on food, fish, meat, eggs, also all sorts of good fats, and vegetables. You have to eat vegetables like you're snacking on chips. That's where you get your antioxidants to cure cancer, or to fight against cancer, or to prevent cancer. We all know green vegetables are good for you, but we don't like it. We don't want to eat it. Well, there's tons of recipes out there you can look up, Google, figure out, do your research, and find out about, and use this and have this as a sustainable lifestyle, this keto diet. And I promise you, this is going to save your life in the long run. Sure, you might have to spend a little bit extra money up front to buy this food, because being on a ketogenic diet is not cheap. It's pretty expensive. I'll tell you that right now. But it's worth it. Health is wealth. What you gonna do with all this money if you have a rare disease that's not even curable? If you have cancer and you know it's stage 4 and it's spread to your whole body, and you're gonna go sooner or later. None of this money gonna save you. Now, the biggest important point, the most important point of the video is here, and that's why I save it for the last. We always worry about our macronutrients: protein, carbs, fats. Those are the 3 macros we always worry about. But we rarely ever worry about our micronutrients, vitamins and minerals. But even more important than all of that is these 3 hormones: insulin, leptin, and ghrelin. Without these 3 hormones working properly in your body, no amount of macronutrients or no amount of diet or workout plans is going to help you lose weight or even build muscle. These 3 hormones are primarily responsible for weight loss, weight gain, muscle gain. You already know what insulin is. It rises your blood pressure, your blood insulin level. It rises up and down when you eat. If you eat carbs and straight up lean protein, your insulin level is going to rise way higher than it would if you just ate fat. And that's why the ketogenic diet is so important, to keep your insulin level from rising too high. Because that's how you build insulin resistance. That's how you get diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is kind of genetic. It's very rare. Type 2 is mainly based on lifestyle choices. So when your insulin level rise that high, it's also going to drop that high as well. And that's when you feel fatigued, tired, and hungry after eating some sort of carb or sugar. That's where that crash is coming from. But if you don't rise your insulin level that high, it's not going to drop that low either. And eating ketogenic diet, eating keto foods is going to help you do that. Let's talk about the next one, leptin. Leptin is the hormone that tells you when to stop eating, that tells you when you're full. But if your insulin is too high, your leptin is not going to respond too well. And the number one reason how insulin gets high is by eating sugary junk food, carbs, and lean protein. That's why I said your protein doesn't need to be that high for you to build muscle. And we'll get to that here in a little bit. When I say lean protein, I'm talking about chicken breast, straight up whey protein, stuff like that. Things that are very high in protein and low in everything else. Those are lean protein. And as I said, we'll talk about protein briefly here shortly. We're already at 10 minutes. I'm trying to rush it. So if your insulin is that high because you're eating stuff that's spiking your insulin too high, your leptin responses are not going to be there for you to stop eating, to tell you to stop eating. So you're going to be eating more and more food, thinking you're still hungry, even though when you're not. But the only reason why you are not able to find out, or why you're not able to stop yourself from eating, and why you're still feeling hungry, is because your leptin production in your body, the hormone leptin production, is not being produced enough, or not being regulated enough, or as it should be. It's all messed up, the leptin. That's why you're keep eating when we should have stopped 30 minutes ago. But if your insulin is checked and it's not spiking too high, it's maintaining a constant level throughout the day, your leptin is going to also maintain constantly at a constant level, and it's going to tell you when you need to stop eating so you don't overeat yourself. You'll be surprised how much little food you need to run your body properly, to function your body properly. And the last one, ghrelin. That's the hormone that gets produced, or that gets released in your body every day around the same time that you eat, telling you it's time to eat, telling you that you're hungry. So if you eat every day around 10 o'clock in the morning, breakfast, you're going to get hungry around 10 o'clock every day. And if you skip that meal and it's 12 o'clock now, you're not going to feel hungry anymore. Crazy, huh? It's all hormonal. Everything's hormonal in your body. But if your insulin and leptin is not in check, your ghrelin is also going to be messed up. So not only you're going to be rising your blood sugar level up and down and overeat yourself, but also you're going to be periodically hungry throughout the day. Nothing but a recipe for disaster and obesity. That's why you need to make sure you check these three hormones, and you'll learn a lot more about it as you go on the internet and research about them. And as I said, go check out that doctor's YouTube channel, Dr. Eric Berg. As I was saying, that you don't need that much protein to build muscle. A lot of people say you need 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per lean body weight, or per body weight, to build muscle. No, you don't. You need half to 0.5 to 0.7 grams of protein per body weight. I weigh 165 to 70 pounds usually. I'm 5'10", and I eat about 90 to 100 grams of protein a day. That's it. And I don't eat my protein very lean, meaning the protein that I get are from fat sources. I don't get my protein from straight up protein sources, lean protein sources, from chicken breast and whey protein, all this and that. I get them from fat chicken, like thigh of the chicken, legs of the chicken, steak, sausage, stuff like that. Beef, which are also very high in fat and also very high in protein, because when you mix fat with protein, the insulin level doesn't rise as high, because pure protein is not hitting your system. It's mixed with fat. And ketogenic diet is nothing but picking the right meat and the right food to make sure that's in balance. Also, you can't forget about your omega-3s, because you're going to get a lot of omega-6s from your food, but if you don't balance your omega-3s and omega-6s, you're going to have problems. DHA is a big brain, forgot what it's called. They sell DHA products for your brain health. And mainly that's going to be in lack as well. You're going to lack DHA as well if you're not taking high source of or high quality of omega-3s. But that's pretty much it. You don't even need to work out every single day. Well, I take that back. If you are a beginner, you have not lifted or ran or done anything, and you need to lose a bunch of weight, yeah, you should hit the gym at least 4 days a week. 4 to 5 days a week, but at least 4. If you're an intermediate to an advanced lifter or guy who's been in the gym for a while and knows about working out and you've been running or doing some sort of physical activities for a while, you don't even need to go there more than twice a week if you have 2 good sessions in the gym. The rest of it is all built in the kitchen. You guys think that, some of you guys said that, oh, my form at the gym, working out, when I'm working out, my bench press form or my squat or my deadlift form is really bad, but I'm still so ripped. Okay, you don't need to have good form to look ripped. And yeah, some of my deadlifts form are pretty crap. I'll admit that. Because I was lifting really heavy. And that's why I dropped all this heavyweight lifting crap. And I maintain where I'm at right now. I don't work out more than 2 to 3 times a week. And I make sure my diet is on point. And I feel more energetic and better about my body than ever. And that's all I'm telling you to do. Do it or don't, up to you. Now, the other biggest thing that you have to make sure that you're complying with is intermittent fasting. I fast every single day. I only eat twice a day. I don't eat my first meal till 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I eat my second meal around 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's it. I even work out, do heavy squats when I'm in a fasted state and I haven't eaten anything. My stomach is empty. Now, that's going to take some time for you to develop to that. Again, all of this is going to take time to develop to that. So slowly start working that. Don't just jump right into it tomorrow. Learn more about it, research more about it. But if you just maintain all the things I've said so far, especially intermittent fasting with ketogenic diet, oh my God, dude, you're going to lose weight like crazy. And you're going to overnight transform your body. I promise you. Oh yeah. If I lose my abs a little bit just because I went out and ate some crappy food for a whole week even, I can come back around and within a week my abs will be back. Because I know what I'm doing. And what kind of workout you should be doing in the gym, that's a whole separate video. Again, you don't even need to work that hard in the gym if you know the right type of workouts and if you know how to condition your heart. Oh yeah, there's heart conditioning. If you do the right type of workouts, you're going to be burning calories well after your workout period. Most of your calorie burning doesn't happen until you're done working out anyways. It happens afterwards, not during it. And this is a myth that you need food in your stomach to go work out and get a good workout in. It's a complete myth. As I said, you'll be surprised how many amazing things your body can do. You just have to condition it to do it. And that's why I said at the beginning, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, but take slow baby steps and work towards it. Hope this one made sense. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Share this to everybody because I know anybody and everybody can use this information. Because all kind of most information out there about fitness is nothing but scams. And people trying to take advantage of you because and of your naivety, right? Your naiveness. There's no way in hell you're going to look like some jacked bodybuilder just from lifting for 2 years. First of all, this dude is juicing on steroids. So throw that out the window, man. Have decent amount of muscles. You guys have seen me. I'm in good shape. I have decent amount of muscles. I have six-pack abs. I'm not gigantic. I don't want to be gigantic. I still have an athletic physique. I can do a lot with my physique. I have good mobility. I have good endurance. I have good stamina. I'm very flexible. No homo. I'm not packing my body with pounds and pounds of muscles. I've done that before, and I felt like crap. My heart was overworking. But I found my target weight, and I'm staying here, and I'm maintaining where I'm at. And also, your workout is going to depend on where you at in the process. A beginner's workout is going to be different than an intermediate to an advanced. I can write you plans of all of that, but I don't usually do it because that's a whole bunch of work that I don't have time for right now. Maybe later down the road I will. And if I do that, you best believe I'm charging your butt. Oh yeah. You can go out on a Saturday night and buy this chick you don't even know a drink for 20, 15 bucks, but you can't even take my advice and pay for that? No, dude. And baby, for chicks out there who are watching it and thinking I'm going to give you free advice, no, baby, it ain't free. I just gave you 20 minutes of free advice anyways. I already told you where to start. Start doing your own research. I've done this research years after years. I didn't learn all this overnight. I did my trial and error. And you're going to have to go through that yourself too. My body is not your body. So what works for me might not work for you, but I promise you, the ketogenic diet should work for each and every single one of you. When I say what works for me might not work for you, I mainly mean that maybe this food I like and that food I don't like. And this food is giving me this type of health benefits and that food is giving me that type of health benefits, but it's not doing the same for you. But those are really micro level stuff I'm talking about vitamins and minerals. Also, make sure you get your vitamins, all of them. Vitamin B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 12, I think. I think there's a B9 as well, yeah. Vitamin B complex, vitamin A, vitamin K, C, D, E. Is that it? I think that's it. Get your zincs, get your irons. Don't overdo any of them. Make sure you're drinking filtered water. That's another thing people don't realize, that how much crap your water can have from your faucet. Put a sink filter in. Start drinking filtered water. You got one life. Are you going to keep pouring junk after junk after junk in your body? The choice is yours, man. If you want to keep smoking and messing up your lungs, I don't care if it's weed. Occasionally, once every few months or once a year, sure, I get it. Drinking once a weekend, once a week, or not once a weekend, 1 weekend a month or 1 weekend every month and a half or 2 months, sure, I get it. Just keep it at a very minimal level. And I promise you, once you get to your body to that advanced level and you love eating the type of food you do and you're eating nothing but good vegetables, you're not even going to want to drink alcohol and trash your body like this. It's self-love, setting up a standard for your own self. How can you possibly expect your partner to be a good person, making good money and treating you well when you don't even treat yourself well? Everything starts from within. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak00. Like and subscribe. Share this to all of your friends who are trying to transform